Good evening, this is your host Phil Sob, and this is the second fight between Kunai, Assassin, and Shade here in the Losers Bracket, the 1.3 AI Tournament Season 4. These gentlemen are now fighting at map number 89, Beweska's Lake. It is a large map, and it will hopefully serve to prove a different victor than last time. Because last time what happened, Shade eventually won out the day thanks to some speed save and some item usage. Because Kunai's team is really great at sniping down people, but they can't really deal with AoE damage too well in the form of like Elemental or, Odin or something like that. And so they're easily countered, and they don't really have much AoE of their own either. So if you have a whole bunch of Phoenix down spam, so long as they're not on the opposite side of the speed curve, they're usually not going to win. Anyways, one of the Lancers gets confused and then drops immediately, but he popped back right up thanks to Re-Ray, so they're getting continually pummeled by the Wizard right here. Time Mage going for slow, that gets guarded. Double panel Elemental doing 98 damage, coupled with an Odin for 177, drops both Lancers now. One of these Lancers is Re-Raise, the other one is catching a Raise. He pops back up, throws an Ice Brand at the Wizard. The Wizard is down to critical. So she runs off, does a little Moogle thing, catches the next potion in case she's somehow mid-charge, deaths. As Kunai's own Chemist falls back and does some healing onto the Lancer. Moogle does resolve, so everyone who was damaged, I think was just the Wizard, is back up to max health. Straight melee onto one of the Lancers, just drops him immediately. And now we're going for a double panel Elemental, which doesn't do much of anything proc-wise. Very bad compat and or potential defense up with this Geomancer, because she's taking crap for throw damage. Raise onto the Lancer, puts him up as an X potion heals up the other Lancer. All of 90 damage onto the Wizard. As the Chemist does something, and this Knight is going 1-for-1 with the Time Mage, because she raises, Knight pops back up and just kills the poor guy before he really has a turn. But he is catching a summons this time, so Wizard is stuck mid-charge. He gets to survive an Ice Brand to the face, followed up by an X potion. So here comes an Odin, which triggers HP Restore on the Lancer and catches a damage split out of the Time Mage. So not very good reaction run there, thanks to some Brave Rates. 320 damage, Night Sword critical. Lancer is still alive with 118 health though, so he is able to poke the Wizard a little bit, only to get hit for 140 damage right back. Wizard has been finally dropped down. Double Pokage out of the Lancer, some Raise out of the Time Mage, and a Phoenix down out of the Chemist, negate, a whole bunch of stuff, followed up by an X Potion. Throwing stuff at the Wizard, so between an Ice Brand and a Gunshot, she gets dropped now, so 2 actions for 2 actions. Ice Brand onto the Chemist, triggering speed save, and then a Sandstorm onto the Lancer, which has no proc. Time Mage is down to a little less than half MP. Phoenix down, immediately negated by a Water Ball. As the Ice Brand now criticals the poor Chemist. She is triggering speed save though, and the Knight is still able to one-shot a post-raise Lancer because 224 is greater than 219. Kunai's Chemist gets slept by the Geomancer, so that quickly gets Asunod away. So he immediately gets a turn, goes for Phoenix down on the recently dropped Lancer, who immediately gets a turn, and throws an Ice Brand onto the Chemist, who then goes for Phoenix down on the Wizard, who then catches the next potion. Chemist cannot really take too much more damage here, but Local Quake finishes off one of these Lancers. Other Lancer is focused on the Wizard, and thanks to the next potion he negated that damage and did not die in the process. So this move here will definitely help out the Chemist, because she was very low health. Now they're all going to be catching a haste, as the Lancer now goes for straight melee damage onto the Wizard, all of 120 damage, triggering Absorb used MP in the process. Kunai's Time Mage, she is down to, I believe, almost no MP after this raise resolves. Ooh, sorry, haste. So she might have enough MP for one more raise. We shall see. Procbot canceling out the Phoenix down onto the Lancer off to the side here. High Ether onto the female wizard. Move happens. Everyone gets happily healed up. Yes, Tess is down to 9 MP. No more raising out of her. So she gets a charge cast onto her. Kim's is stuck in a Phoenix down loop with a Geomancer. Tess is successfully slowed. Then she gets attacked and triggers Death Sentence with a mighty 27 damage Assassin's Dagger. Damage split is flying all around, but she has Death Sentence now. I don't think many people care. Local Quake negates off the Chemist. Pag whack onto the Chemist also. Hey, Maiden's Kiss. Hastes wear off. Lancer does get a turn this time. Throws some minor damage onto the Geomancer. But she'll probably be just Elementaling right here. And move forward, Elemental, and Blammo. Drop Lancer once again. All of Shay's team is now going after this Chemist and Lancer combo because everyone will be dead here shortly. So long as the Lancer stays dead with Elemental, and Tess is dropping here very shortly with Death Sentence. They're giving good chase, but this Lancer's a little more mobile than the Geomancer. So being hasted and being that mobile definitely bought him some turns, but he decided to now move forward and bring himself right into the path of harm's way. Great job, Lancer. Death Sentence drops Tess, so Chemist is focusing with the next potion on the Lancer instead. Okay. Water Ball onto... Ooh, 140 damage. Criticals the Lancer and triggering HP restore in the process, so he's back up in the game. Bought him a little bit of turns there. Sandstorm onto the Chemist does nothing. Looks like some charge Odin out of the Wizard, but that doesn't happen because she was mid-charge and he had an Ice Brand. Phoenix downs all around. Chemist falls back, revives, and does the X potion thing. Lancer gets dropped thanks to Defender. Actually, I think 2 Defender hits. Once again, Phoenix down getting negated by the Geomancer as Chemist is stuck in Phoenix down mode. Now everyone is descending upon poor little Chemist here. So a little bit of AoE damage to counteract the Phoenix down and deal damage to the Chemist in the process. Sandstorm onto the Chemist alone because Odin will be taking care of the Time Mage. And Kunai gets dropped. Alright, so congratulations to Shade. You are advancing onward. And Kunai, great team. Thanks for playing.